All right, and now we're continuing The Last of Us. We were in the theater last time. Yeah, I'm almost
Yes.
certain we
Yeah,
were.
we're just not getting there. We should
Yeah.
pause that real quick.
Pause it?
Yeah.
Like the recording?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we are back. After a failed Taco Bell venture, these motherfuckers were closed. Like, he went to go get some Taco Bell, but they were closed, and it was like 6:30. I looked.
I left like a half hour early, and then I went back when they opened, and the lady told me it was still going to be like another half hour.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
I used to live near a Subway that did that shit. I'm sorry. I remember. I'll never forget when I went to work and let me make sure that this is. Well, I can't shoot now, can I? Yeah, I think that's a good volume. Anyway, I'll never forget when I went to work and I wanted some Subway because I didn't like prepare any lunch and it was like just on the way. Man, why was this motherfucking Subway like closed like an hour early and shit? Like, oh, we closed. Nobody was coming in. What kind of stupid ass excuse is that? Like, what are you? Is Subway poor now? Like, you can't afford to keep the lights on like an extra hour? Come on, B.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, the motherfuckers are just they're closed. But there's better food to get in the morning besides Taco Bell anyway.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I want a Taco Bell, and it's like right there, so.
Yeah, it's like walking distance.
How could you keep something like that?
But what we were just talking about,
Oh boy.
yeah, since we got this, and this is sort of like a moment of reprieve anyway, in the story. So I had just noticed because evidently I get used to these controls again. I had noticed while looking through my media replies, I was looking for something to reply to Arc System Works because they asked what character I'm gonna use in DNF Duel. Well, they didn't ask me specifically, but they were asking people. I was trying to find a combo that I did with the character, and I seen that there was a media reply that I did where I had there was like this argument going on. They said that Xbox is basically E3. When was the last Sony conference that had this much hype? Some dude says Sony doesn't do hype, they deliver, which, I'm in a sort of agreement with. I would say that they do hype as well. But hold on, that bothers me. Is that what is that lock for? Oh. You seen the lock I said? Yeah. I was looking at it, I was like, what is the purpose of that? But yeah, I would agree that they deliver and that they do hype. And somebody said, LOL, tell that to the fanboys hyping up a remake of a remaster. Which, nobody said shit when Shadow of Colossus came out. Like, I just want to make sure that people know that Shadow of Colossus not only had a remaster, it did have a remake. And I'm almost certain that shit happened within the same generation.
I think it did. I know the remaster did, which was weird. I didn't know it had a full-on remake. That's funny.
Yeah, on the PS4,
Yeah.
and I think on the PS4, and I think the remake was ported to the PS4.
Yeah.
Or not the remake, the remaster. See, that's confusing, but
I think that was another waste of resources. But
I mean, whatever. Like, the remake was really nice. Like, they did a lot of nice stuff to it. Like, Ico was not Ico. They came out around the same time. Sorry, Shadow of Colossus was it's like a cult classic.
Yeah.
But we were also arguing. You did say that there didn't need to be a Resident Evil 4 remake, by the way, and I'm holding you to that.
I'm gonna need proof of that because
I'm gonna have to find it if there's any like proof of that. But anyway, get back to what this dude was saying. Tell that to the fanboys hyping up a remake of a remaster. So I posted 4 pictures. No, it was actually it wasn't 4 pictures. It was 7 pictures. Let me get all these nuts and bolts off the floor. It was of Forspoken, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, Project Eve, DNF Duel, God of War Ragnarok, and Final Fantasy 16. All of which these games are coming out within a year or 2 from now. There's been at least one trailer of one. Not one trailer of one. There's been at least a trailer of all of them, if not some gameplay. some of them don't have very much gameplay at all, like God of War Ragnarok, but neither did the other God of War.
A lot of them don't have very much information at all.
Yeah, but also like I would say to you, like how much information did we have on Starfield when it was originally announced, and how many of you guys were creaming over that before? Like, because I remember you saying specifically in a video we did, I'm hyped for Starfield, and there was nothing on that game. I remember I said it was the video where you were angry because I said that I could get it on PC. You remember that?
No, I've literally never been mad about anybody.
Yeah, you were mad.
Oh
You were
my
mad.
God.
You can look it up. Like I think we were supposed to like make it into like a full video, but never did. But like you were like actually legit mad that I said it was like I'll just get it on PC. You were mad. You could be mad because you won't get it or something along those lines. But that's not important. I could find that video like later on.
We're gonna
in this
have to do
video.
that too, because
Starfield, I don't know what the fuck that game's going to be about, but I'm happy that Microsoft is getting another exclusive. It's Bethesda's, I think they said it's their first new world, universe, whatever it is that they're calling it, in like 28 years, I think they said. So that being on Xbox, I'm sure is a big deal for them. I'm glad that they got it.
It's gonna be
If
it.
Sony would have gotten it, I would still, like damn, I want this.
I think Starfield is going to be about like Garfield, but like it's like Lloyd in space.
In the
You remember?
stars.
You remember that series, Lloyd in Space? You ever watch that? Yeah, it's going to be like that. But go ahead, man. You gotta get to sleep. You old ass man.
Right.
sorry.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can be salty about not having it, but I'm still looking forward to
Talk
it.
about not having what?
About Starfield.
Oh, that's not coming to Steam
I mean, I
or
don't
not
know.
Steam, the MS Store on PC.
I mean, it is, but it's still not on Sony. Like, why do y'all keep doing that?
Why
Like,
keep
oh,
doing
I
what?
can still just play it on the MS Store on PC. It's still not on Sony. And like they've said, or Microsoft and them have said, it's still Microsoft exclusive. If it's on the MS Store, it's Microsoft. What are you arguing here?
YouTube fam, I want y'all to go and check out the last, like, what was that, like, within 2 or 3 minutes, he said, you could be mad because you're not getting it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting it. Like, is it not going to be on MS Store? Like, that's all I said. I didn't say anything about, like, not supporting Microsoft or nothing. I just said it's not going to be on Steam or MS Store because I have a PC. It's not. I don't have a right to ask if something's going to be on PC if I have a PC.
And you're right. I'm sorry. And here's
Yeah. What?
you're right. Let me say this too while we're doing this. I apologize to you specifically.
Thanks.
Because, like, the only reason that I can think of I might be mad or upset, rather, about something like that is because, like, everybody does this thing, oh, if it's Xbox, you just play it on
Exactly.
PC, too.
Exactly. You see how,
And I mean,
how
and
condescending he is already.
Okay, but see, like, look, it's not on PlayStation.
Okay.
So why, it's exclusive. And there's a bunch of PlayStation games on PC too. So nobody goes around saying, "Oh, I'll just play whatever. I'll play The Last of Us on PC."
People 100% have been saying that after Part 1 was been announced, and for Horizon as well. But
And that goes back to, like we just had an episode or whatever talking about, us being biased towards our respective systems. I don't see that.
he's toxic. I'm not.
Oh yeah,
As well. That's
yeah.
what we found out.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, if there has been stuff like that, hey, whoops. But again, like I don't care if you can play whatever game on PC. You can play virtually every game. Fucking emulators, okay?
Yeah. I mean, you can't really emulate like this gen unless we're talking about Switch.
I mean,
yeah.
you still definitely can. Now, would you
What
have like the
games?
same like graphics or whatever? Probably not. But
There's no-
when
There's no
fucking
emulators for PS4 games.
we'll see. I'm sure there are. Whenever we get a console exclusive game and somebody wants to play it on PC because whoop-de-doo, PC plays it better, they'll emulate the fuck out of it.
I don't think technology's even gotten to that point where they can emulate PS4 without like some difficulty. There's still some PS2 games that aren't properly emulated, so
That's hilarious.
I mean, that's just how it is, man. Like, not every emulation. I don't know the process for emulation, but when they rip those games, like they're meant to be played on specific hardware, software, etc. And if the emulators don't match that, then it's gonna fuck some things up. Soul Calibur 3, a game I got. That motherfucker. Sometimes the characters pop in without faces. That came out in 2003 or 4 in December. And it's 2022, and that shit hasn't been fixed. Is this loud enough for you guys, by the way? I sure hope it is. Please tell me that's just like a loading screen. Oh, God.
Yep.
All right, you can play this part. I'm kidding. No, but I'm going to speed run this section, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of nothing here.
Yeah. But anyway, back to that fucking post, because I forgot my place. Yeah, so I posted all these pictures of these games and a lot of these we do have information on, regardless if we don't have like information on some of them. Like the developers that are developing them, they don't really have like a bad history. Like Wolverine, we were just talking about that. Wolverine is being developed by the developers who made the best Spider-Man game ever. And
those are going to be two completely different games, though.
I mean,
like for us to have nothing on Wolverine is insane, and it's coming out within this year, or not this year, but
a year or two, I would assume.
Right. Oh well.
I mean, they also made because Insomniac they made that Ratchet and Clank Ripped Apart, and it was like very sound. Like you can like sit there and be like, oh, I don't believe this dev that has like a good track record of making good games. Like I don't know if they're going to make a good game necessarily this time or not. Like you can do that all you like. I'm gonna go with their track record of like making some good games.
Square Enix has a good track record of making good games, but I mean, people hate some of the Tomb Raider games.
Yeah, but that's Crystal Dynamics too. That's Crystal Dynamics, and there's like also Eidos Montreal that made like Shadow of the Tomb Raider and shit. Crystal Dynamics made a good reboot game. There's some people that are controversial over that because they want big titty Lara Croft. Like I've delved into that too. Like I've actually looked at videos of people legit criticizing the game because Lara Croft is like more realistic than like I don't know, fucking lollipop chainsaw fucking acrobat,
That's funny because that game is coming back. I can't wait.
Fuck that game. See, this is the type of game you can't wait for, but you're like, oh, I don't know if there's going to be a good Wolverine.
I thought it was a funny game, and I'm not saying
it is a funny game though.
I'm not saying I'm not excited for Wolverine. I'm just saying, like the tweet said, they don't do hype, they just deliver. And
they do both.
They can do both, but like right now they're not. And I want to see.
I don't see how though. Like what do you want to see that out of all these that like you haven't really like seen like a lot of, or like seen something that give you like a good idea of how it's going to work.
God of War. I want to see anything on that.
Well,
Wolverine. I want to see anything on that.
Like I said before, God of War, the original. I don't know what we're calling that still. 5.
Yeah.
4.
Right.
I don't know what you want to call that. It didn't have a lot of gameplay leading up to it. Like it's one of those games where you like to be surprised on everything. Hell, I don't remember seeing a hell of a lot on Remake all the way up until Final Fantasy VII Remake came out. Like the furthest we got into that entire game was the sewer fight, and that was like chapter 4 or 5 or something.
Yeah.
But I don't think you necessarily need to have like a hell of a lot of gameplay. I just think that like I just trust the studios personally. That's
and see, me. And I'm the kind of guy too, like they did that the Hellblade thing where it was a trailer, but it wasn't like for the game, it was like for the development process and whatnot. That was fine for me. A lot of people didn't like that because it wasn't like and see, that's stuff for that, like stuff like that for me is fine. If we could get trailers like that or whatever for Wolverine or God of War, or the game that's probably dead, fucking Beyond Good and Evil, I would be a-okay with that. I just want to see something so that we know, like, hey, these games aren't dead. And obviously, God of War is not dead. Wolverine ain't dead. But, again, what's going on with Beyond Good and Evil?
I don't know what's going on with that game. Yeah, we had to ask who even makes that. Is it Ubisoft? I don't know.
Man, that's a good question because, like, again, that's just how little we know about it. Like what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't have to see a trailer for something. It would be nice, but I don't have. It doesn't have to be a trailer.
Which one?
It doesn't have to be gameplay, but like some kind of update to let people know, like, hey,
Oh my god.
build hype.
I mean, how much do you want before you're just like creating more what's it called, crunch? Because like
And
sometimes
then there's that.
yeah. I mean, like
But not releasing anything at all either. It's like, hey,
when they do release it, you'll remember it, and you'll remember that, hey, I think I'll like this game, and that's where I'm at personally. Like, I'm not gonna like Last of Us Part 2. There was like 2 or 3 trailers before the fucking spoilers, and then it came out, and it turned out, hey, this is very similar to Last of Us Part 1, so it's actually an upgrade. So I think I'll like this.
I mean, in a sequel game, like obviously God of War Ragnarok, I'm not expecting a whole lot from there when it comes to, like trailers and stuff. Like I said, it's going to be similar to what's going on. I'd like to see more of, I'm not even going to try and say her name one because I don't remember it because it's so fucking, whatever it is, the black girl. That everybody, no,
I'm
God
sorry,
of War.
God of War.
Yeah.
It's like Am something, I forget.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Like I'd like to see, what's going on with her. What is her role in all this? That would be a cool trailer, I think. But anything else, like.
What if everything that they show is going to be like way too much information?
And I can understand that being an issue as well. Like I think that's why we didn't get a whole lot on Remake was because, it's not just a remake. It's kind of like a sequel to the series, So like, what can they show without spoiling anything?
Those talents.
But again, like I said, Wolverine could use a trailer.
I wouldn't mind it, but they're also working on Spider-Man too, so it's like, I don't know. Get whichever you need done first. I don't know how big their development studio is, but yeah, I mean,
And
Spider-Man 2 looks further along in development anyway, just for the simple fact that they actually had a real cutscene. And not like, one of those, oh, hey, we're working on this game type situations.
I guess. I mean, but my thing is too, though, like, we're getting a remake for The Last of Us Part 1, which I'm sticking by this. It's wholly unnecessary. It's fine, that other people get to play it.
Actually, yeah.
I personally would just say play the first one. It's fucking backwards compatible on PS5, whatever. It's done and over with now.
Hey, PC gamers, you hear what he said? You just go and get a PS5 or a PS4 and play The Last of Us Part 1. If you don't have a PS4 or PS5, go ahead and play Part 1.
Or emulate it.
Man, nobody wants that. Why would you? Okay, so like I said before, there's some PS2 games that aren't emulated that well. There are some PS3 games you can emulate 100%, but like honestly, no. If you're a PC gamer, I would just get Part 1. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like whenever you get it. Like play the best version of the game. Why would you want to play a subpar version of the game just to be like, oh, I've had the experience?
Like the only. Because we don't know what features are being added. It's gonna
look like this game we're playing right now. Which looks better.
It's gonna look great. I'm not disputing that fact at all. It looks great, but like for extra features, like going prone, that's not necessary for me.
Well, they said that they're going to add features that bring it into a modern era. It might not even be going prone. Like there might just be more weapons. There might be more ways to traverse the environment. Like, You never know.
There's not more ways to traverse the environment in part 2.
Oh, really? You can't squeeze through like a crack and like.
All you get is going prone.
No, you can squeeze. I mean, you may not know this because you don't like fucking pay attention, but like you can actually like squeeze through a couple of like areas in the game to like
to avoid detection and stuff. I mean, but
to avoid detection, and there's like again, there's new actual like new things that you can craft. Who knows? I don't know if it's like how much of this is going to be like remade or what, but like that's something time will tell. It comes out in September, and I'll definitely look at a review. It's not something I want to buy immediately. I got the remaster and the original, but later on down the line, or if I figure out that there is like some more interesting information, like they add more gameplay elements or something along those lines. Even more story, which I doubt they'll do. Like I think that's a decent buy. And like I said, if you own a PC, like that's like almost a layup. You don't even have access to buy the original game. You can emulate it, but again, that has its own set of problems. If I go to my emulation site right now and I see that Last of Us Part 1, if you try and emulate that shit and like people rated it like a fucking 7 or a 6, there's no point in even doing it. Just buy the game, in my opinion.
and
Just buy the game in general. Stop fucking stealing. But
yeah, facts. But what was I? My original thing was, Sony took what's the word? Resources and put it towards that. And we're losing out on games that people wanted, like Days Gone 2.
They took another team and like used them to make the Part 1 remake. I don't think that necessarily transfers into Days Gone being like a second Days Gone being made. Like I think that's just dead in the water. I don't think that game did well enough starting out. It did later on, but like starting out, like I think the beginning sales really hurt it. But I don't see why they wouldn't change their mind. Like I'm still of the mind of they should change their minds since it did so well. All of their titles do so well. I don't understand why they wouldn't just change their mind on it. Seeing as one of the butthurt devs was like, we sold more than Ghost of Tsushima. Like after the whole pandemic, after the whole like it being $40 after a couple months of being out and shit, like, you know what I mean? Like they should definitely give Days Gone like another try, but I'm not gonna be mad at them having Naughty Dog assign some resources to like Naughty Dog is working on like multiple things. They're working on a multiplayer experience and Last of Us 3, and then they say, oh well, let's do Part 1. I can understand why they want to do Part 1, like the same reason I can understand why Resident Evil wanted to remake Resident Evil 1 when the GameCube came out. They're like, oh well, here's a whole new generation of people playing games, and we can bring the games to them like never before. I can understand that. How many people? The Last of Us Part 1 came out in 2013. I used to say 12, but I guess it was 13. That's my bad. It's 2022. That was almost fucking 10 years ago. If you were 12 years old when The Last of Us Part 1 came out, and it's fucking 9 years later, you're like 21 now. Like you're just past being able to actually play the game if you had restrictive parents or something along those lines, or if you were never into that when you were a kid. Like when you were a kid, when you were like 12 when The Last of Us came out, you wouldn't probably focus on anything but playing Minecraft. Now you might be of a different mind, but it's unavailable it's available on the remaster, but you might want like a different quality. Not everybody's just willing to like just go back to some shit from like 2013, by the way. Like I don't know how much I can like reiterate that. As time goes on, it gets harder to like play older shit. Like I don't know how many people want to play some Sega Genesis games in broad daylight in 2011 or some shit. You know what I mean? Besides Sonic.
I get what you mean. But then, like that fucking Ninja Turtles thing that just dropped or whatever, people are eating that up. Mm-hmm. So, like, I think...
I don't know how... I don't know if that's a remaster or if it's a remake.
I have no idea what it's supposed to be. Like, even like a sequel.
My buddy sent me... I'm sorry for talking so much, but my buddy sent me like a video another video like the music for the game on YouTube, and I guess Raekwon and Ghostface Killer had like a song on there. So is Ghostface Killer? I thought he was dead.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, yeah. So they had a song on there, and it was Shredder's theme, and I was like, well, that's tight. So like they put some considerable effort into it. People are eating that up, but after I seen like all was possible in that game, like just fucking to me, just play Streets of Rage 4 or some shit. Like you know, like
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
That whole thing. It's a weird area to discuss, really.
Yeah, because like everybody's opinion on like what deserves a remaster or remake is going to be different.
Yeah, it's all subjective, and
yeah, I mean, it seems like when Xbox wants to do something like that, like I don't know how often they've done that, but whenever they want to do that, I want to know what they're going to say about it whenever it happens. Because you know, it seems like this only happens when Sony does it. Nintendo Switch has some fucking remakes on there. I mean, I don't know what the hell the discourse is on those because I don't know anything about them. But you know, they've had some remakes on there of some shits.
Yeah.
I think they had Killer 7 HD or some shit on there. Which is shit, I forget who makes that game. But anyway, I've been trying to get to this fucking reply this dude sent to me. Oh, you mean the games that aren't out and most, if not... Wait, what? Let me read this again.
I want a good splash.
I gotta turn around for this splash.
More exploring to do.
The dude who replied to me on Twitter was like, oh, you mean the games that aren't out and most, if not all, are next year or further? I think that's a dumbass thing to say, considering like we're talking about like the Bethesda conference where like a lot of their double to AAA titles don't come out till next year anyway, and not only that, he's like games that aren't out, like DNF Duel fucking comes out like next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's coming.
Yeah, and Forspoken comes out this September. I want to know when Project Eve is coming out. I'm really excited about that. I know Anubis is too. Very near-ish looking game, but I really like what the Korean devs are doing. And sorry guys, I'm gonna move here in a second, but I'm trying to see what this dude said. And you replied to yourself with a picture I have no idea what those crap games are. Try hard. I'm gonna try hard because I fucking literally put up information and this dude doesn't want to fucking like analyze it or anything. So obviously I told him it was a dumbass reply, and I mocked him for saying that they're crap games he doesn't know about. Like I could say the same thing for Bethesda shit. Like at least I know what the Bethesda shit is, but you know, I'm not gonna say they're all just crap games just off the fucking rip. Are there games that I'm not interested in? Sure, but you know, that Benedict game looked interesting to me. And
I was kind of on the
Ravenlock.
fence. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Benedict. I was kind of on the fence about it. Like the very first time I saw the trailer, you know, I was kind of like, nah. But it really does look pretty good. I might end up playing it at some point.
Right. Yeah. And you know, I know we were talking about like on our previous video about how they made like a very unflattering picture. This is in-game like gameplay of like fucking like The Last of Us Part 2 on PS5.
Yeah.
And this is like a straight picture of like Ellie.
Yeah.
You know, like
I said, that picture was made clearly for like satirical purposes. I wouldn't even like doubt that they went into the settings and like put it like on potato mode or some shit. Like that's how bad she looked in that picture.
I'm trying to see like how the fuck they could have even made her look that way. Like she would have to be like in motion. She had to be like in motion, had blur on or some shit. And where's Joel at? Let's get his old ass over here. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, like there was a part in our previous video where like somebody took an unflattering picture of like Joel and Ellie, and Joel looks like how he does in the fucking cutscenes damn near. So I don't know what the hell that was about. Besides that satire or whatever the hell you were saying.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm gonna go ahead and speed run this section. These are like my least favorite parts in the game. Because after the first time, they're like practically like there's no point
Yeah.
in most of them.
It's all story purpose stuff, which is fine, but
Run through this shit.
Okay, bad news. There's shit blocking the door.
Well, see if you can find me another way in. I'll walk around the outside.
Okay, be safe.
You be safe.
There are dinosaurs around.
Yeah, like shit like that right there. Like, well, actually, it's just a crouching place, but there are doors that you can slip
no,
through.
I get what you mean. I get what you're saying.
And Prone does open up like opportunities to like go through certain places that weren't accessible before.
Yeah. I don't know.
I would not be reading in that circumstance at all, by the way.
No, absolutely not. But for me, that doesn't add enough value, not by itself, to warrant going through the game again. Like you said, if they add some more like story content, which maybe they will, it would be nice if they do.
I would rather, like, to clear the air, I would rather have them, like, done a prequel.
Yeah.
Like, if they would have outsourced a prequel to, like, a different studio, like, I would be happier personally.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 100% necessary, but, there's 20 years in between the first Last of Us and where we started in The Last of Us, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So there's 20 years of content. They could literally make so many games in between then. And really, they could make games in between, like, all these fucking years. It was 4 years in between Last of Us Part 1 and 2. So, they could definitely make some prequels to that. Or midquels. What do we call those?
DLC.
No, I mean, like, if they were to make a whole nother game, what would we call those? A midquel?
Oh.
A prequel? Like, it's not necessarily a prequel. It's more like in the middle.
I would just...
Is it a sequel? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess in that context, yeah. Fuck, I don't know. That's weird. Like you said, just make up a word for a midquel. Because when they talk about it, hey, this is a sequel to part 1 and a prequel to part 2. That's exactly how they're going to word it.
Yeah,
So,
they did something with Borderlands where they call something a pre-sequel.
even Borderlands, they're not trying to dig on the game. They're unique. They do literally whatever the fuck they want when it comes to most things. So anything that they say, like if they were to call a game a midquel, I guarantee you they made that word up.
Yeah.
So I mean, like it works for them because that's their brand.
Mm-hmm.
If Naughty Dog were to do it for this series, I would accept it. But again, like that's not their thing.
Yeah.
Radio room.
I always get lost in here.
Yeah. I stand by. She knew she would, or she at least had an idea before she left Jackson that she was pregnant.
Hey,
Okay.
how hot do I look right now? Pretty hot.
I don't believe she just got morning sickness like right as they found, that area that
Lose connection.
Tommy had been through.
Antenna.
I don't believe it.
School,
Well, she was pretty damn athletic and shit the entire time until they got to this point.
Sky. Owen.
And I mean, who's to say she's not now? Ellie's just making her stay at the theater.
I would say like how tired she's been getting.
Maybe Tommy got to him. Maybe.
She was tired
What about
for
her?
a while. Like from the time that
From when they
after getting the gas and the horse getting killed, like from then on, she's been fucking exhausted.
Yeah, but she wasn't that way like, when they were on patrol at the beginning of the game.
They were also, like not fighting for their lives like 24/7.
The clickers?
I mean, they were fighting for sure, but it wasn't like nearly as intensive as everything after the fact.
I mean, because the way we were playing, but like they could have like what we're doing isn't canon. Like only they can feel how they feel, and we don't know how the fuck they felt during that entire thing. So I don't know. I mean, I'm saying I'm gonna go with like she was okay because she didn't really express being so fucking tired. But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think things were a little more laid back, but
Anubis, I think you're pregnant, and I think that's why. I think that's why you've been having these mood swings on Twitter,
swings.
and you've been like, "Hey, you see, it's always something when Xbox is winning." Yeah, that's the thing. I picture Anubis just hands just wide open, like I'm the king now, baby.
Right.
But there's the showing. Can't top it.
For me, I mean, well, I was gonna say you can't, but if I'm being, for me, that whole the Final Fantasy event, the 25th anniversary event, that topped everything that's been done so far.
Only because I love Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah.
I that's the only thing, and like that's it. That's the only thing I enjoy. But I enjoy Final Fantasy VII so much that like I guess it doesn't really fucking matter, right? Like, yeah, it was the best thing out of like the past 10 days, if you ask me. Just because of how much I like the 7. So just seeing a little bit of that, and I don't need to see that much more.
Yeah,
Like I said,
they got release windows for everything. There's not a release for Ever Crisis. They've got like a beta thing coming, but that's just fine.
I woke up and I was like, wait a minute, that shit said next winter. Does that mean this coming winter? And I was like,
right.
And I was like, nah, it's next year.
Yeah,
it's gotta be next year.
But I mean, we're still we're getting the Crisis Core remake this winter, which is great. If anybody who hasn't played that game for whatever reason, there's fucking weirdos out there who think that Crisis Core isn't canon to Final Fantasy VII lore. That's literally what jumped off Final Fantasy VII.
I can't blame them because with all the different offshoots of Final Fantasy VII, I guess it makes sense for them to think that a little bit. I mean, you remember they got that.
The only way you're going to think that is if you haven't played. In which case, when it comes out this winter, you gotta play it, and it's supposed to tie into the remake, so you should just play it off rip. But even just for the fact that you're getting the main story for Crisis Core, you should play it.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, I think you could do without, you could go through the entire 7 series without playing it, but I think it's a treat.
You can, but I mean,
I mean, like I said too, they also got those fucking that mobile game that never came to the U.S. that has a lot of 7 information. I'm playing right now, by the way, so yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what mobile game you're talking about.
Before Crisis.
Oh yeah, see, that game never even fucking registers to me.
But it should though, because there's a lot of information there.
Right.
That I would argue more important information than what's it called, Crisis Core.
Right. Well, and see, I'm trying to figure. I don't know anything about that game. I was going to ask, where does it take place on the timeline?
Before Crisis Core.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it takes place before Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, and it follows the Turks. So Reno and what's his name, Singh and Rude and all of them.
Yeah.
There's some exposition on some other characters, you see Vincent, Barrett, before Barrett became Avalanche. That just disappeared. Did you see that?
I did. It's still okay. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of information on there. Nanaki, spoiler alert, he's not the last of his race. There's actually a female one.
Yeah.
In case people were always confused, how is there kids at the end of Final Fantasy VII? Well, because yeah. I feel like there's something in here.
I think no,
because I've seen a rat go back there.
No, I think you're clear though. I think this whole area is, well, almost this whole area. Like, there's a garage where you open it up and then you get swarmed. But I always just, like, throw a Molotov.
Mm-hmm.
But
They should actually. I think Ever Crisis is like their answer to Crisis Before Crisis, though, because
Yeah.
there's just so much.
it's supposed to tie in everything. I don't know exactly what everything means. I'm hoping it's not going to. Well, and I don't think it will either. Like I said, they're doing the beta sometime this year, so we probably won't get
Pretty good.
anything like an actual release until sometime next year.
Mm.
When either it'll be like right before or sometime after part 2. And whatever happens, like, that's coming out in installments anyway. So, like, I don't think they're going to spoil anything for the main game. But from what I understand, it's supposed to cover everything. Like I said, Before Crisis, Crisis Core, 7, Dirge, everything.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I would like to see, like, we're getting our Crisis Core remake. We're getting a 7 remake. I would like to see a proper Dirge remake. That way I can actually properly play through it again.
I think what they're going to do with Dirge is that might be like the next set of things that they think about. Like, I think after Rebirth, they're going to be like, because the one remake game after Rebirth is that's going to be the end.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that what they're going to do is they're going to kind of do like the whole Ever Crisis type situation and reunion type thing. Like, they're probably going to have I don't know, Final Fantasy 7, Dirge of Cerberus, Revive. I don't know. It's a lot of re's.
Yeah. I'm sticking with Requiem. That's my guess.
Return. I don't know. Capacity. It's not really. Oh yeah, firing rate. That's the most special thing about Ellie and her shotgun is she actually has the shotgun that can shoot multiple fucking times instead of that double barrel bullshit that Abby has.
Yeah. I hate they gave Abby that. That makes no sense to me. It would have made more sense for Ellie to get the double barrel, but it's whatever.
Well, she was supposed to have like I think her shotgun in turn is stronger, so
Oh, yeah.
something like that. But I'll take this. I'll shoot their legs out. I was saying a video. I don't know if you know the guy Much. I guess his name is Much. His or her name is Much, and they make a lot of like cool videos of like doing like cool stuff on games or whatever. And I seen him playing The Last of Us, and like he knows the strategy. And I talked about it last time. Shoot their fucking legs. And then run up and hit them.
Yeah.
That's how you get through it. But all right, go through this. I believe
I think
did.
so.
Yeah. I'm gonna check anyway. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we already been through this. There's across the street. There's a lot of fucking gathering going on here. No, I already been down.
Well, I think you still need to go through there to get across that gap.
What gap?
That area over there. 'Cause
No,
you need
no.
to cross over to that side, right?
You gotta like jump over it. I was just double checking. I did go through there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm thinking of this next gap where
Yeah.
you gotta go to the building.
Yeah.
There's too many of these assholes.
No kidding.
Hold on, Tommy.
This motherfucker's got like an infinite amount of people
I mean, they're an organized group, like they got food and shelter.
and an infinite amount of people.
It's a military camp.
Yep.
I mean, like in Jackson, I'm sure is like the same way. They're not trained.
I think quite a few of them are. I just think less are
Yeah.
than the WLF, because in Jackson they're like they're like a big community type situation, whereas like I don't know what the fuck is going on with the WLF. I guess they're all just angry.
It's all
and
military.
yeah, no matter who you are. The kids are military. They go to bed with a fucking pistol underneath their pillow. If they lose their tooth, then they get a new gun. I think this is where I go to get another. There's like a book up in here, I believe.
There's a book in this area, and then there's like the pistol. What's it called? Holster.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have two pistols.
Mm-hmm. Man, I do not like fucking weapon sway in this game, man. I remember when I played The Last of Us Part 1 so much, I had mastered that shit, though. Like, man, I knew how it was going to sway. I knew how it was going to affect me and everything.
Yeah.
I might as well craft this now. I really hate finding notes in these dark fucking areas in this game. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I would not read a single one of them.
No.
People talk about realism in games, but they never mention that. Oh, giant pill. Smoke bombs are important to a certain degree, I guess. I'll go ahead and craft those. So now, there's smoke bombs instead of stun bombs, which are like 1,000 times more useful.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a spot. Are you sure you want to play this game on grounded?
Yeah. At some point.
I guess that's all that was in here?
Yep.
I thought there was supposed to be a manual up in here.
Maybe it's a different building.
Yeah, it could be. There's like so many of like buildings that just look like this around.
Yeah.
Maybe here's some notes for part 1. Maybe make the jumps a little bit better. I don't like the way jumps are in this game.
I always feel like I'm gonna fall. Like even like just jumping like that, it's just like she's awkward.
Yeah, and there's actually a jumping attack, but like it's like it activates really fucked up. Like you have to be like so high to do it,
Yeah.
and sometimes it doesn't even come out. I think I went in here, but let me just double check it. Hey, did I go through this door?
No, it's locked.
I've never been through here.
Ugh, gross.
I don't think. That was fucking gross, though.
Yeah.
They wade through a lot of like gross stuff in this game.
Yeah.
All right, got full HP.
It was just loud.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen
Man,
before.
I know that scared the hell out of me. I was like, man, whatever was going to get me was going to get me. Like, congratulations, you outfoxed me. I hate when there's like waist high cover anywhere in this game. Like, I could tell some of this stuff was probably meant for like the multiplayer or whatever.
Yeah.
We hold the perimeter until we hear otherwise. Keep an eye out in case he comes to see.
Oh my god, I fucking hate these guys so much. They heard all that, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, nigga. What's happening? Oh shit.
Just put another. Yep.
I'm about to put another one
She got
down.
away. Track her down.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. this broken glass. I wish the dog had ammo on it. That would be the shit. That would actually be pretty smart if you really think about it.
Honestly, yeah.
Come on.
I was gonna say, is he gonna hop that?
No, no, I think he's going the other direction.
Is that another dog? Yeah.
Go on. Come on. Come here, bitch. Fucked up. That was another dog, wasn't it?
I think
I
so.
swear to God, it looked like another dog, but I don't see it.
It's over there. It's over to your left, but it's almost out of your range.
I need to upgrade that. Come on over here. Come here, bitch. I don't care if they see you. I hope they do. I hope they do. Oh, he got that hammer too. I'm just gonna slip back here. See, like this stuff, like I would love this in the original Last of Us. I don't know why it wasn't. Probably because it was like the dead end of like the PlayStation 3 cycle.
Yeah.
But you know,
I
I do
to get
like
the
it.
game out there. It would have made for a better game for sure. I don't know. The game is out now, so you know it is what it is. That's how I see it.
Uh-huh. That dog, wherever it is, I don't know where the fuck it is, but actually,
Wherever it is, it's not making no noise. And there might not be another one.
I swear to God, I seen one.
You could always take that guy out first and then like throw a brick at something.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take him out. Actually, that's a good fucking idea.
Yeah. It's all the way over there now.
I think it came from over there.
I was like, I know there was a fucking door here. God damn it. Why would you go that direction?
Trying to corner you. It's almost smart. Except he didn't like check the whole fucking building like a dipshit.
Yeah, no kidding.
You heard that door open.
Must have been the wind.
You see that blood spray?
That's how you know they're dead, boy.
Yeah. Reminded me of fucking The Harder They Fall. When they finally kill Cherokee Bill and you know he gets shot in the neck and he falls down and he's dead and then there's that fucking spurt of blood.
Yeah. You know, my favorite part about what just happened is like Ellie just saying good. When me and Hans were playing the DNF dual beta, I think it was like our first time. He was doing some shit to me that was annoying, And then I finally got him, and I was like, good. And he was fucking mad. I was like, good. Now look at all this ammo, but I'm a professional, man. I don't even need all this ammo. I can make as much noise as I want. Look at this. All of them are dead.
Fucking dogs swarm you.
Yeah.
I
I bite all of her flesh off.
was gonna say a bloater comes out of nowhere.
And rips my fucking neck off of my goddamn torso. They die right here. Yep. I'm a stealth master. You know, there was one time where I actually tried to open that shit without them, like, without killing them. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, they're not for it. If you can get them like to one side of the area, you know, like throwing shit around or whatever,
Yeah.
then you can do it. But
Yeah. Conveniently unlocked chain fence.
yeah, and I mean, even if it was locked, you know, you got a pistol.
That's true. Have you ever like broke a lock? How easy is that?
I
I'm gonna test it out one day.
was gonna say it depends on like how you're doing it.
I'm gonna wear like a safety vest and like a helmet one day, and I'm gonna get my gun. And I'm gonna buy a lock, and I'm just gonna fucking shoot it to see if it opens.
Feel like you could just like watch a YouTube video.
No, they can watch my YouTube video of it.
I didn't know if you could do that or not. It's great that you can.
Yeah, platforming. You thought this was like a suspense horror game, but this is actually a platformer.
It really is.
All right, I got 15 currency for changing my shit up, I guess. I don't know how all those nuts and bolts are supposed to help me with adding another fucking clip.
Right.
I don't think I got this before. All right. What did I say I was going to add the last time, or did I even mention it out loud?
I don't think so.
I think something needs like clip capacity. I think it's the shotgun, but I can't do anything with it.
I think this is the building you get your magazine in.
I think it might be the building that you get your the fucking the arrows.
Could be.
Maybe. No. But it's in this area, I think, and there's also infected. I know there's infected here. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell you where they're at. They're in that building to your right. I know that.
Well, let's test it.
That's disappointing.
It's always something.
Yeah.
It's always something in
There's
this world.
infected down there. I remember that much.
Well,
Because I think that's how you get across that area.
well, luckily I have the vaccine. Fucking
So,
shamblers.
Yeah.
It's an abundance of paper. And these shamblers can see, so
I was going to say, I wonder can these see or not?
'cause I feel like they move faster when they
They know you're taking the time to shake the controller, so they just come fucking dead sprinting at you. He don't give a fuck. Oh, good job.
What?
Fuck.
I pressed the wrong button. Oh, he succumbed.
Nice.
Thanks. I was like, he had to have succumbed to the fire.
Can't believe you fucking swung.
I can't believe it either. I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm glad that she did it.
Hey, and it killed him, so I mean, good job.
Dong.
You got that on video too. It's...
Yeah. It was for science purposes. Now the science has been fulfilled. Ugh. Well, I guess I'll consume these pills.
Shit. You know, like I've said before, I know she's immune, but I fucking wouldn't.
Yeah. Ah! Now, what is this? This is her last one, I believe.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's her... Oh. Aim stability increase? This is like the next priority, 100%.
Yep.
I don't even need to do anything else.
The holster's in that garage, I think.
I'm about to put a hole in these stirs. I don't know.
It's a good try.
I know. Can I? See, prone makes a big difference. Damn, I missed. Got him.
Okay, keep focused. Get up that hill. How do I get to those stairs?
Whatever. I'll get to them stairs when I get to them.
Came from there.
Huh?
He came from there.
Did I?
Yeah.
I sure did. You know, the most powerful weapon on this game is actually the brick.
It really
And
is.
the bottle, yeah.
You fucking stun whoever and just kick the shit out of them.
Yep.
Tattoo shop.
Oh, thank you, pills. I don't know what they're doing in a barber shop. They help the barber focus.
I was gonna say probably like fucking Percocet or some shit.
If a barber was cutting my hair on some pills, man, I think I'd actually fist fight him. You know how much they charge to like cut hair now?
No.
It's a lot. I think CJ told me it was like, oh boy, it was around like 30 or 50 or some shit like that.
Fuck
I
you.
know. I know. Couldn't be me.
Absolutely. And keep cutting my own shit like I've been doing. Just buzz cut it and call it a day.
Hey, you know me, man. I'm shaving my head and I'm shaving anything else.
They won't come out of there until
Until
after
I
you
move
open
the
the
thing.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to open the door too.
Yeah, I'm just running through here first. In case there's like some bullets or something. I just want to make sure I, making note of the inventory around here. By the way, if you want to play, just let me know. I don't want to like steal the whole thing.
Word. No, you're good. Cause like you get after this area, then there's a bunch of wolves.
Yeah.
Like we're pretty close to running into Jesse.
Yeah.
Nope. You gotta open the door.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, I need to get to the box. No, the mystery box.
Fuck was that?
This one always fucking confuses me because it's like the most elaborate of all of them.
Yeah.
There's like a hint around here, but I don't remember what it is. And there's like a note, but I always miss it because it's somewhere obscure.
Somewhere dumb. I think it's in the barber shop. Has nothing to do with anything on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I just seen I thought I seen a note. Man, that's disgusting. I'm just gonna run through here, I guess. Did I pick something up in here? Like, did I pick up a note?
You might have. Like, it's that missable. That's what's fucked up about it.
Oh my god, let me go ahead.
You know what? I got you.
Alright. Hillcrest Tattoo Parlor. Did you hear that? I'll look in here first. Because I don't believe I've been in here. Oh shit. This is that area where I was playing like when I was playing by myself, I totally like opened this fucking glass and like bloaters came out. Or not bloaters, what's the names?
No, it's shamblers.
Shamblers.
Yeah. And he'll climb over that shit too. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Alright, I got your code when you're ready. Ah, gross.
I know. It's still alive?
No.
Hit it with like a direct hit with a Molotov. See, that's why I don't understand about this game. Like, how strong are Molotovs?
I don't think it's strong. Well, obviously, it's not strong enough to kill shamblers in one hit. You killed that one because you smacked the shit out of it too.
Right.
And then you shot the other one, but I wouldn't trust a Molotov to kill anything like above a clicker in one hit.
Yeah.
And that's on a direct hit. If they walk through the fire, they're not gonna give a shit.
Yeah. I do love that when you do throw a Molotov at them, though, they go towards the noise.
Yeah.
Why do I keep hitting the wrong button for everything? I think that back there is progress, isn't it?
Going through is progress.
Okay. Yeah, we ain't got time to fuck around and look for that goddamn thing.
Yeah, 30, 82, 65.
All right.
Oh, look.
Man, how did I miss that?
That's how. It was on the other side of that tin cup.
Did it say where that number is?
It's Yeah, the kitchen you just came from.
Really, I didn't see it.
It's on the wall. Back there, like where you did the dishes or whatever.
Because I did, like, just as a disclaimer, I did do all these before.
Right.
Yep.
Like I said, it's just easy to miss.
Yeah.
Good.
Super fucking good. Yeah. Fade into existence. Where's it at? It's gonna bother me.
No, it's in the
Oh, in the other
the
place.
Shamblers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a dope name for like a little sit-in restaurant.
The Shamblers.
Yeah, Shamblers. All right.
It's in there. Is it? It's supposed to be. Wait a minute. There should be like a wall with head to the shop opposite the front door of the tattoo parlor. From there, enter the bar and kill the Shambler infected inside. Then go into the kitchen and grab a note from the whiteboard. Okay, so it's that kitchen. There it is, right there.
I feel like it took me fucking forever to get to like the first time. Like I gotta find it. Normally it's around.
Yeah, and I mean it is, but it's kind of like farther out from like normally where you'd find that item, you know?
Yeah, and this is kind of like a very useful item too. I'm glad that we did that. Faster aim movement. Hell yeah. Everything in stealth and precision are like what we need to focus on. I think.
Yeah.
At least if you're like having Ellie as like your main. I say that like it's fucking PvP or something.
Just in case.
Look at these arrows I can't use. Let me just go ahead and put them in my backpack.
Yeah, you know, like she said, just in case.
In case I need to stab somebody with these arrows.
What was that? Oh, shit. Hope you did that, Tommy.
I know there's gonna be infected. I'm taking the silencer off. I can handle these motherfuckers. Just the
I was gonna say there's only like 3 of them.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3. It's the motherfuckers with the guns I'm worried about.
Yeah. You didn't take damage from that.
Nope.
That's great.
Was that it? From
Yeah.
from the weapon?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I fucking used it that much.
You used it on the Shambler, which
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it's this point where we're going to, because after a certain amount of like time up here, I think we're gonna get to the, no, right up here. I think is when we get the bow and arrow. That's
Yeah.
that's another thing I'm gonna upgrade as much as possible because it's good,
It is.
especially on like the lower difficulties, because the arrows don't break as much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, whatever.
That's nothing. Like I don't. What was the point of that?
There was a sale.
Yeah, I guess. Who cares? Progression.
Yeah, it sure is. As soon as I go through there, there's gonna be a stalker going.
Yeah, that's how you get the bow.
I hope there's nothing in here. All right. Ah! You Fucking. Don't worry, I got something for you.
Fucking shotgun him and you break the bow.
Yeah.
It hits her fucking thumb.
Takes it completely off.
I mean, yeah. I don't even want to use like a med kit for that, to be honest.
I wouldn't.
Because I'm going to bust something open and then there's going to be like a med kit somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, like you're getting ready to run into the wolves anyway.
Yeah, hey.
That's one way to use mannequins. All right.
That hit him in the head.
That's fucking awkward.
No, it didn't.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
It just blew his head off because these are bad craftsmanship, I guess.
Still got it.
Yeah, if you know what, you still got it. Why didn't you actually bring one on you on the road?
Didn't have one.
But she had one in the other game. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, but I mean, how long ago was that? You know what I mean?
do you think they like rust or like? Oh my God, this is the
Well-
part I fucking scramble with.
Yeah.
Did you see her?
No.
Look at that.
Guy is nearby.
You better take care of that shit right now, because it's gonna be the first thing. Yep.
You hear that? Check it out.
You got it. Go, boy.
Oh really? You want to send them there? Make me feel bad for doing this. Oh my God. Oh my God!
Well,
Is that dog still alive?
No.
I want every building in the area searched. We're not alone.
No, that dog is back there. Either that or that's a different
There's
dog.
another dog, yeah.
Okay.
This whole segment, there's like 7 or 8 dogs. Like, there's a whole gauntlet you gotta do to get to Jesse.
Why did I just fucking stand?
He didn't give a shit either.
All right.
Get over on the other side.
He went over there!
There's another dog coming.
There sure is. Oh, bitch! I dodged that. Come here. Fuck. Bitch.
They really should put ammo on the dogs. I would just take that silencer off. Well, it's gone now.
Yeah, I might as well. I can't aim worth a damn with it, I guess. Or not with it, but at all.
Oh.
Bitch.
Ooh, I thought she hit you.
I didn't even know that was a fucking mechanic. What? Have you ever seen that? Has that ever happened? I've never seen that shit. I could have went in this door the entire time.
Keep fuckers.
If he falls for that. That's insane.
Get away!
God damn it! I had the wrong weapon equipped. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Is there another dog outside the house? Holy shit.
Okay.
I think they're
Okay, nothing. There's still more. Yeah.
That. Bro, I'm so sick of my shit. Like, why am I missing so bad? What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We might have to stop this here. My TV just went nuts, and also my fucking router just turned off. You know
Some
what?
kind of power issue.
Yeah, something happened. But the computer's still running. That's probably because I'm using so much power, both of them on. I'm gonna get to probably the next section, or clear this part out, and then I'm gonna like call it a day on this.
Yeah.
Anyone here?
No one around.
Forgot there's actually shit in these houses.
What was that? Hey. Shit.
Where'd she go? Hunt her down!
Come on up here. Oh no, I only got one canister left. Lies out here.
Nice.
I just love that you can hide under there. I rarely get a chance to use it because I'm always like killing these guys pretty quickly.
Yeah.
What the? Oh, I thought those were guts on the ground. I was like, how?
Right.
Never been so happy to put a dog down in my life. I think everybody's done for.
I think so.
I think that this is a good place to stop for now,
Yeah.
just to conserve some
I
power.
was gonna say we're right there. Like you go down there and then Jesse grabs you.
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. We'll catch you later.